At least that's the feeling I get from the players. That
The only reason I think it might be core, like mid Zeus, is because they already have an ET. And if you have ET Zeus, you kind of want the Zeus to be leveled.
Yeah, definitely.
So his damage is actually significant enough to make the natural order do something. So I'm kind of leaning towards that, but of course, we still got one more pick, so it could be either way. But I guess they have to pick a core, right? Like, well, Alliance need a farmer.
If they pick a core, it could be perfectly like an invoker for Honey even.
Actually, I think Hani and I were casting that game where G went beyond godlike with Zeus, so maybe he's like,
I want some of that.
Let me get some of that Zeus stuff. So.
Well, the Skywrath Mage was banned by Alliance, so they had the same thoughts as you.
Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, it's too easy for like Skywrath Void to just kill your Tidehunter instantly, and the initiation range is actually insane. You can still Mystic Flare from quite far away, so Alliance actually didn't have anything but an ET Stomp to stop that combo from coming out. Makes a lot of sense. So for Cloud9, they need another support here. It's going to be actually Nyx Assassin.
No, so the support's going to be Jakiro. They ran this draft, or at least these combination of heroes earlier today.
Yeah.
Bone7 played a mid Nyx, but I think this game he's going to give the mid lane to Fata because a puck that could run away with the game can be quite impressive.
What do you feel the Nyx? Sorry. What do you feel the Nyx actually accomplishes here? I mean, of course, it's very annoying for Zeus, but if Zeus is not a core, then, well, I guess you'll be picking up supports. Tidehunter and Little Titan are not that intimidated by the hero.
I would actually say Nyx is super annoying for ET. Like, you walk your Spirit and you get stunned. Like, you can't actually combo. If you even try to stomp and you just walk into the Spirit and cancel it, you can't throw out Earth Splitter or anything like that because it's always like a guaranteed miss. I mean, most of the time, like, the Splitter is not necessarily for damage so much or even landing. But
maybe. Yeah. Does he have the Arcana?
I mean, he's gotta have the Arcana.
I mean, it's slow though, right? That's kind of his hero.
I mean, maybe he's supporting his Alliance PA set, you know?
And it's going to be a mid Zeus. Honey taking a page out of G's lineup.
I still feel like that matchup favors the puck pretty heavily, honestly. Like, Fata's obviously an amazing puck player.
Yep.
But even if the players were not equally skilled, I would still say that if the Zeus was better than the puck would still do fine. You know, it's like actually that different in my opinion, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. I really like the idea of Cloud9 of having like two, like there's no 3 and 4 with the Nyx Assassin and Jakiro. It's like both are 3-4 in the sense that Nyx Assassin is probably going to get a lane at the beginning and just get something going.
He gets a lane afterwards.
Exactly. Like once the Nyx gets level 7 or 6 even and starts rotating, then Jakiro can catch up in levels or just like keep on a lane and pushing. It's an idea that forces Alliance to make it harder for them to prioritize the target. Of course, you will want to take out the Faceless Void, but after that, every hero Spirit seems equally important.
So confirmed, he does have Arcana and has 15 points on it already.
Ooh.
Not bad. He's still wearing part of his set, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that is his.
The Arcana is just the swords.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the introductions, we have E playing Faceless Void. Pilot Dai going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit. Awi 2000 on the Jakiro, as we said before. Fata on the pack, and Bone7 on the Nyx Assassin. No surprises there for the side of Alliance.
Oh, okay.
We have Ake that spots the other guys, but just gets a pass from Envy. Perfect time. So we have Ake on the Elder Titan. We have My Nuts on the Crystal Maiden. Loda is going to be playing the PA. Honey is going to be the little Super Mario dude. And Ace on the Tidehunter Watermelon Man. Any favorites based on the draft?
I actually like Cloud9's draft quite a bit. I mean, you have 2 methods of initiation. You're going to have a hero during mid-game. A Nyx Assassin is actually pretty terrifying for not just Zeus, but Crystal Maiden as well. PA to a certain extent, like you don't really suffer from the burst factor so much as you're more worried about just getting stunned to death, which can be pretty scary, especially considering they have like Ice Path to follow, Impales, Coil, Sphere, and Magic Missile as well. The only real like teamfight lockdown Alliance actually have is Ravage.
Yep.
And that really scares me because Cloud9's team is very, very good at fighting, even in small scale. Like 5 versus 5, they're not bad, but I think that's actually Alliance's strongest suit because Elder Titan plus Zeus and a Tide Ravage, like if you synergize everything together, the damage is insane, right? Like you can actually just kill supports very quickly, but I think laning-wise, it's going to be really important for Alliance to actually get something pretty decent going for themselves.
Are they thinking about switching the lane? Loda's kind of going mid now.
We'll see what happens with that. Do you have in-game audio in your ear? Because I don't.
I do.
Oh, I guess
Is your thing turned up all the way, or are you just not on the same?
No, I hear it now.
Okay.
It's very low.
You hear the horn.
I hear the horn. It's very low, but it's there. So yeah, I'm actually very interested in see how this Crystal Maiden will develop throughout the game, because if she gets a couple points of aura early, that's going to help so much, pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
The Tide Hunter wants the mana, the Elder Titan wants the mana. The Zeus will eventually have mana of his own, but early game, it will help him spam the Arc Lightning. So actually come here.
Oh, off lane Void by the safe lane player.
Well, I think it's one of those things where, in this situation, as long as you're able to actually get some levels, that's really all that matters, right? I mean, sure, they're going to switch extra support down here, so might end up just being an aggro tri-lane, which, if that's the case, I still kind of heavily favor Cloud9. Jakiro's pretty difficult to deal with. Like, you can zone other supports very easily, especially with the Venge on top of that. Like, how is ETCM supposed to fight Jakiro Venge? Like, the support mismatch is actually huge here.
Yep, and he points out Loda does not have Stout Shield. And then proceed to lay on the harass.
Yeah, well, he does have a Ring of Protection, which, while not as good, is going to count for something.
Yeah, you can see that Cloud9's players are continuously blocking the pull camp. So there's not going to be no pulling. And I think this is where you say, all right, CM, get level 2, get in the lane. We need you.
Yep.
I'm actually really concerned because right now the CM, basically the only thing you can do is jungle. And you can't help the lane at all. So you're basically sacrificing Loda's farm completely. The Void's going to be able to free farm. They should be able to control the lane fairly easily after they pull it back for the first time. And I can't remember who it was. We had 2 pros commentate yesterday, actually, Zai and Aoi, and one of them said that you pretty much can't pull an offlane back after it's been controlled. So
Loda just left and went top.
yeah, I think this is the best choice you can make.
Yeah. And they're going to dodge, and that's a huge investment for them.
But here's the thing, though. Like, Aoi says, you know what? I'm going to do the same. I'll pour top. Here's more liquefier.
Do you think that's worth it? Like, if you make the carry rotate, you just chase?
Oh, yeah, why not?
I mean, his only job really is to make sure that Loda doesn't get decent farm in the early game. Like, PA is pretty annoying against Void in the sense that the Void itself is not a huge
Hunter is
threat.
coming from behind, but looks like Ake in a little bit of trouble. He buys the TP before dropping the first, but top lane, looks like the Tie Hunter just did a drive-by and he'll run to the jungle, perhaps.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So showing the power of even just a Void and a Venge, basically, being able to kill an Elder Titan. And that, I believe that was a Boots first Elder Titan as well.
Yep.
And he's barely gotten any experience at all. Poor Ake.
So tell me, if the Puck is favored in the lane against Zeus, how favored is the Nyx Assassin against Zeus?
Well, it's an interesting matchup, actually, because during the early game, your mana burn doesn't really do enough to, like, totally get rid of all Zeus's mana. Like, he'll be low sometimes, but if you bottle crow, bring a couple of colors out, it's not too bad. But mid-game, the static field actually removes carapace, so you can never carapace any of Zeus's spells. He always hits you, which is really annoying because you really rely on that to, like, obviously not go splat. But obviously, I would say Nyx definitely has an edge.
I know.
Here
Oh,
comes
they're
the
going to
magic
Nace
missile.
again.
They have a jump for the slow, but I don't think they'll go for it unless they get a timely
think he's
bash.
They're hitting him for nothing.
And he's gone away. He survives. He pops this out right now. He's going to regen.
This is
And
Void build.
Now the jump is an Ake.
Not sure about this one. Just a little bit harassed.
Yeah.
And I guess when you have a bottle, you could be a lot more liberal with those mana.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you start losing HP and you have full mana, you actually want to use an ability to make sure that you get mana out of the bottle.
What's the reasoning about going bottle and Phaseless Void, especially in the one position Phaseless Void?
I think it's because his base damage and stats are so high that if he gets like a good rune, like a haste or a DD, he actually can solo kill because Time Walk Slow is pretty good. I think people often underestimate actually how much it does.
Yeah.
So I think that could be the reasoning behind it. Plus, especially when you get level 6 and you have treads, you get like a good sphere. Oh, Envy. He actually gets the rune here. It's going to be Invis though. If that had been like a haste or something like that, he just would have killed Ake, right?
Yeah, especially with the...
Yeah, without a bottle, but I'm just saying, like, in general, now that he's gotten that extra rune, instead of having an empty bottle, he can be totally safe. Like, an Invis rune is actually not ideal, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah. So they're going to make another jump on Ace. They'll get the bash and actually not doing any damage. And they'll back off. But his build in the cat last couple times of playing Void is always treads, bottle, Mask of Madness. And every time he finds that, he just goes for solo kills. And the bottle, like Andy pointed out, once he gets the good rune, he goes for it.
It's really nice to just be able to hold on to stuff like that. Like an Invis rune, a haste, a DD, they all set up Chronospheres very well in their own way. So you can just go in and find stuff that normally would be totally unavailable. And plus, his mana pool isn't really stellar. So if you use like Time Walk Sphere once, typically you have to go back to base. But if you have a bottle, you don't have to do that.
And who could forget about those mid-game Rune of Destinies, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
What was that game we saw like 5 or 6 TDs spawn in a row? That was completely ridiculous. I can't remember who it was who was getting them.
That was before the patch change, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't in a row, but it was like every other rune was a DD.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Hani, already with the arcane boots, he's ferrying his bottle back to base. That courier is super slow now. Actually, never mind, 300. Because of the movement speed bonus now. He's not that slow when carrying an empty bottle.
It ends up averaging out, I think,
Yeah.
because the speed boost was much lower cooldown, but slower.
Hmm?
And the courier base movement speed is higher, so.
Pilot Eye is thinking about ganking the Zeus. He's gonna wrap around. He's checking the Ancients. Now, if he just puts a ward there, make sure that the Ancients are not blocked. And,
CM actually levels up the aura, so she's like, I'm not ganking at all. But Zeus, you're gonna get a ton of mana regen.
well, that's what I was thinking, because as I said before, this to me was very interesting. If the Crystal Maiden can give mana to everyone in his team, everyone should work easier. And now Faceless Void has that haste rune in its bottle. And about to hit level 6. Oh no, he actually pops it. He wants Donar now.
Oh,
They see Ake, he wants
I'm not
to
sure
jump.
if that was intended to get the last hit with the Vendetta. Maybe it was running out.
Okay, it is really weird. I saw EE pop the haste and just
Hang out.
walks around. Yeah,
He got really excited.
yeah. Yay, I'm fast.
I mean, even if he was 6 and had Sphere, if you don't have like treads or some form of attack speed, the likelihood of you getting a kill is pretty low. Ward trading here in mid. Looks like Cloud9 is gonna die first.
They're going up top here. Coil's already used. Loda looking to blink out, and he actually, the dual breath missed. The Coil will break, but he's already next to his team. Meanwhile, Minut's coming in here, but Minut's gonna get back out.
Oh, it's stunned?
That's gonna hit. Oh, nice phase.
Nice phase shift. Wow.
To be honest, very easy to phase shift that skill. Just saying.
That's a very good rotation, though, that Cloud9 forced out, because 2 TP from support this early on.
Worth it.
Yeah.
It's almost the goal difference of getting a kill. And I really like this Observer Ward with the monocle and the top hat. I don't know where it's come from, but it's pretty cool.
That's better. I had to move positions. I can't see the PV monitor at all from back there. I'm getting old.
Oh,
Ravage,
Ravage,
bottom
and
lane,
they
they're
wanna
gonna go
go
straight
there.
on Envy.
Honey
He's
with
got
everything.
Sphere as well. The ulti comes out,
Oh, he
didn't even
lives.
have a point in the backtrack, but still lives.
That's that time.
That was really close.
Did he not arc there? I think he did.
No, he did. He used
He
all
did,
his
yeah.
abilities, yeah. I think if you actually like bolt max range, like ground target, and then throw those spells again, you might have had bolt up again. I don't know. It's hard to say.
No, I think you arc lining first, you do everything, and you have a second arc lining.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I
actually,
think
that
they were
would've
just
killed
so
him too.
confident that they'll get the kill that they didn't do any of those.
Yeah.
He didn't even have treads for that, and he still lived. That's pretty impressive, actually.
It was full life.
So, PA
No,
is
no.
not nearly having the same good time that Arteezy had last game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they went aggressive, and they forced him to TP away. He's basically just walking to any lane where he can actually hit creeps and not just be completely crushed by heroes with decent lane presence.
Yep. I do think it's actually very important that PA gets a good lane, and not just like free farm lane, but it's maybe even better that we saw, for example, earlier Arteezy got the kill in this lane. I think you just like accelerate early game farm much quicker to, and you're level 6. But I'm personally not a big fan of like, all right, safe lane PA, let's just farm and not even go for kills. Which it seems like that's what Alliance had in mind with the jungle CM and
Radiant's top
So what is
Support
to you
team.
the go time for PA?
level 2, man.
Level
CM
2 is go
Nova,
time?
Frost, Dagger, Blink crit, that's a kill. Or not crit, but just Blink.
It is really
I think
strong.
PA is a very aggressive laning hero, but most players are not playing it like that.
He is zoning out the Elder Titan between tier 1 and tier 2 tower.
Well, I mean, how are they going to kill him? He knows they don't have Ravage. They just tried to use it to kill him, and it didn't work. So the only rotation that he has to worry about really is that Tidehunter, who's bottom right
Aoi?
now. They're going for Aoi here. Fata's got Coil if he wants to throw it out, but I don't think they want to try to use it on the Tidehunter. They're going to throw out the Zeus ult, though. Manages to kill Aoi. Hani
No mana.
actually caught here as well. Going to be trading 1 for 1. So the mid player for a support, and they did kill with Zeus, so.
Yeah, and he is even freer, more free than before. Because of no rotation, he's actually farming heroes, creeps in no man's land.
All right.
The result of this is that
right
the tower
now,
is getting really
definitely on the edge. This is some high-risk jungling,
That's fine.
you know?
Creeps don't hit.
It's pretty spooky stuff.
I feel like this CM has not done enough.
Hey, he's got 3 points in aura.
I mean, he's jungling. That's fair, but you expect him to have more item. Although to be fair, he did TP once top, and then TP'd and have a TP score right now.
I mean, he's level 5, and his laning phase did not really... His team lost lanes pretty much because I think he was doing what he was doing, but at the same time, like I said, CM ET does not do anything against Jakiro Venge. The support combo from C9 is just that much stronger, so I'm not really sure he had much of a choice. If he goes anywhere, I think either one or two of the supports from Cloud9 kind of just follow them, and then, okay, well, our lane presence is pretty lackluster. And
Farah finds Honey, the silence.
He doesn't have coil, though.
nor support.
He can
Very
wait.
decent damage, though. Turns around, throws out a bolt. Here comes the CM from behind, but he actually went to the orb itself. Now Pylai Dai is going to be the recipient of tanking the gank right now. Who's going to get the kill? It's going to be close. Oh, crit.
Oh,
Swords.
dagger on the ground. Rest for the week.
Rest for the weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought they were supposed to gank mid. I don't know why they lost their patience.
I mean, going for Honey is actually pretty tempting, right? Because he's still mid. And if you can keep the Zeus down, it's one of those heroes that is very easy to just continually pick off if the puck gets like really far ahead, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, courier down. Fata behind enemy lines. He finds it here. No, the Frostbite actually doesn't go off. You use the Nova for vision, but animation a little bit too long.
Ravage
Ace
now.
throwing out a Solar Ravage onto Aoi here, and they're going to pop the
Nice.
Zeus ulti as well. They just blow him up.
I really enjoy the way that Hani's been playing this game. Like every time he thinks he sees
Oh,
a
the
kill,
Nyx. So low.
MV is fine. He's just constantly be aggressive to TP, and they're not shy blowing these Ravages for the kills. Here we go, Pylai Dai.
The note, he's so slow.
Duh.
So slow.
And then
He's
Zeus is here again, the swap.
Oh, the swap.
I don't think he'll make it home.
No, don't do
although, okay.
Okay.
What's happening? What?
Ooh, just another
Oh
one.
my, this space. All right, he's dead. But still, pretty funny.
Wasted 2 bolts, man.
Hey, he
That
wanted
was
to
so weird. Like, if you're in that situation, you just target the hero.
I mean, I think he just spam on the area, right?
He could have just clicked at the same time the swap went off, and then, because it's a ground targeted ability now too, you can just miss, I guess.
Right.
It's really weird. All right, so Fata coming bottom here. He's got coil. They know Ace has already used Ravage, so if they want to try to kill him, they can, but deciding not to overcommit here.
I'm more interested in looking at Bone 7. The
He's
Nyx
got his
Assassin has
Dagon
been
already.
farmed.
Yep.
Yeah. He
So-
hasn't done anything. He just has the farm for the Dagon, so now he can go and solo kill people. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's just it. Like, he can actually solo kill quite a few people on the side of Alliance. Like, Zeus, I think, almost instantly dies. CM dies. Other Titan might be able to live, actually.
PA dies. Here
Yeah,
comes
the
the
PA
Vendetta.
dies as well.
Well, does PS survive all the nukes?
I don't think so. Does he have treads? If
I
he
think
has
he has
treads, he
strength
might live.
No, he doesn't have it. Yeah.
Like,
won
He's going
Midas.
Midas. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he dies too.
Definitely a very different playstyle compared to the previous PA game.
Yeah, I don't know if Midas is really going to do anything for him, to be honest. I mean, I understand the allure of wanting to get like level 11 because level 2 coup de grace is quite strong. And being
going
able
for
to
Ace.
make a decent item transition, but I don't know if it's really favoring your team to try to farm with these types of items against the 12-minute Dagon mix. Like, that's going to be pretty
Here
scary.
comes Pylai Dai. Pylai Dai's gonna get gone on the Ravage. The bolts are gonna come out. Ravage is available soonish.
Why did they must have thought Ravage was up, because Bone 7 did not go on Loda there, and he definitely would have killed him.
Oh,
so I
he-
think they assumed Ravage was off cooldown.
Oh,
Ace is dead.
easy kill.
That steal though. Okay, Cloud9 wants to push top. No, the tower mid. That's what they said.
They have only about 20 seconds to do it, because when Tice is back, you don't want to mess. I like the way that.
Fata gets crit here. Coil on 2. The second crit comes out as well. He's going to get frostbitten in place. Goes down. Envy, no sphere here, but they want to try to kill Loda. He's going to be getting
the
swapped
swap.
back in. Pylai Dai. Bone 7 coming in as well with the Vendetta. Loda, Blink strikes in. Bone 7 in the right place at the right time. Gets the Vendetta hit and the Dagon off to kill Loda.
The way that Loda's been playing right now, I feel like a Tread's helm would fit his playstyle more. Like, he's just aggressively blinking in, right? But he has Midas, so.
We'll have to pick his brain about it between games.
Yeah.
Ask him why I decided to go for the item. Because most of the time when I think of Midas, To be fair, do we really think that having Treads Helm of the Dominator would really help him that much in this situation? Because still, realistically, he dies to the burst damage that they have, right? Like
That's true.
If the Nyx and the puck go on him, he's dead.
I think
100%.
I think the Tread just gives you that little bit of insurance, but I mean, it's more like, all right, he's got the Midas. Why is he fighting?
I don't think he's trying to fight. I think the fights are just coming to him. I mean,
That's
most
true.
of the time we see him, he's trying to go to a lane to hit creeps. I mean, look at him now. He's just gonna fall back here.
Cloud9's just giving him the, hey man, let's gank Loda thing.
Looks like they want to smoke, but I don't know if they have one. They just dropped a sentry there. Maybe they're just trying to keep tabs on Bone 7. Yeah, they do have a smoke, so.
Here it comes. Keep it quiet. 4 heroes smoked. There's Ravage on Tidehunter. There's ultimate on virtually every hero right now. And he doesn't have a Chronosphere, which might be good. If someone shows up here, and this might be Fada, Blink.
Ravage, point
wow.
blank, Fata's goner. He even hit Pylai Die as well, so he wasn't able to get the swap off. The dagger actually crits. He wants to go here, but they lost the dagger vision. He's not going to be able to blink strike at him. Man, Ace is being extremely liberal with his Ravages.
I like it.
Yeah, he's just going in for the solo kills.
He has safe lane farm
most of the time.
He has safe lane farm after the switch, but here comes Envy. He's got a double damage. I mean, this is why you buy Bottle on Void, right? You check for every rune. Meanwhile, Aoi 2000 is getting a lot of space on the bottom.
Aoi 200.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, that's a misread. How does that happen? Like, I don't know.
I saw 200 and then didn't think about the last 0.
2-0-0.
Look at that sword.
Envy spots out Hani here. He still has Sphere. He's going to have to use it as long as he wants to live and be able to get this kill. Look at those bottle charges, man. Back up to full HP. Eats a Nova. Actually would have been quite low if he didn't have those bottle charges. I think he actually lived because of that.
Yeah.
Like, he had Mask of Madness on that whole time. That value.
And here comes the push that cannot be defended, and Nyx Assassin is going to get that. He's going for Dagon.
No, he's going to go Blink.
Honestly, if you're in the situation, do you actually prioritize Blink over upgrading your Dagon? I mean, upgrading your Dagon actually would kill almost every single hero on the side of Alliance right now. And isn't that what you want? Like the threat of like forcing Alliance to buy mass sentries, and then maybe later in the game you get a gem on some hero.
And never farm alone as well.
So we saw the exact same issue. Like he played this build in the first match today.
I mean, look at him right now.
So you got Dagon 1, and then he kept dying. And then we're like, okay, just probably get Blink so you can help the team more.
Yeah, but he's not dying.
Yeah, so I think this game might be a very good game to get
Loda
Dagon 2.
Loda? Oh, Loda is dead.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, now
he didn't actually dodge any of those auto
awkward
attacks
position.
here. He's going to get stomped. He has one. Okay, never mind. That Elder Titan Aura plus Bolt.
He did actually buy a dagger before he died, though, so
yeah,
there's that.
That's value, and I mean, I would try to kill for Loda every time of the week, because Loda is the damage dealer here.
But the thing that's important to remember is that if you look at the way that Bone 7 actually killed him, he barely had enough damage to kill. Like, he still needed to land an extra auto attack after his full combo, which means that if you upgrade Dagon like 1 or 2 times, you don't have to rely on that auto attack actually landing, right? You're just in and out, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty important. But obviously, Bone 7 going for the blink, D-Ward coming out here from Alliance as well, and see how it pays off for him.
And Envy, is he going for a Maelstrom or a BKB? I think you want a BKB against this Zeus. And
He's going Maelstrom. No respect.
Maelstrom. Huh.
That's his build. It's been his build every single game. Bottom, Mask of Madness, Treads, Maelstrom.
I don't know if you necessarily need to go BKB that early. Because, I mean, ideally, Pylai Die swaps you out of any danger, right? I mean, the last time we saw somebody die to a Ravage, it was Fata, but Pylai actually got hit by that same Ravage, so he wasn't able to swap fast enough.
I mean, I think anybody that gets hit by Ravage is actually just dead. There's so much burst damage coming up from Alliance.
Yeah, that could be.
So, I mean, you could get one to block it, but you'd rather just, all right, if I'm going to die sometimes, I'll die sometimes. But I'm going to kill you guys if you don't go on me.
Hani trying to hold the fort down there.
Going Bloodstone.
Yeah, Hani was saying that he really likes the item on the hero, and we'll see if it pays out. Does give him the necessary mana to spam, but whether that helps you survive in the fight.
They know Pi is there. They see Pi. They found Pi.
They really did. And now he is extremely dead.
The 2 towers dead too, though.
Face creative.
Well, Alliance definitely onto the fact that Bone 7 has his Blink Dagger now, and Aoi going to be using Liquid Fire on the tower. Ridiculous ability, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, actually broken. Pretty sure Aoi actually said that himself during a cast yesterday.
Oh, he doesn't even count. Last hit.
Yeah, there's very few things in the game where I say it's broken. I think Naga Song's one of them, and Liquid Fire.
How is that ability only a 60-second cooldown
Yeah, exactly,
at level
right?
16? That's what I want to know. Ice Frog, please.
That's the broken part.
Yeah. Okay, so now that PA has treads, can't instantly die, but can get bursted by 2 heroes for sure.
And I guess that's what Dagger do for you. You initiate for the rest of your team.
Yeah.
Turns your gank into a 2-man squad, but definitely worked out there.
The other thing is, if you're ever in a situation where you can initiate with like Vendetta instead of using Blink, the Blink can be used to retreat. So you don't have to necessarily fully commit to a fight if you just like a good Vendetta and like a stun off. I think he's fine. Most of him doesn't have any mana. He realizes it. He's gonna go for a stomp here. Barely misses. Carapace was used just as a safety precaution.
And
If you think about it, the Zeus Hearthstone, Bloodstone, you increase your mana pool, but you don't get more mana burn damage because it's based on your int. So it's okay. I always have mana.
That is fairly true.
Ooh. He got haste. He could run back in if he wants to.
That's GC want to. Everyone's there.
He's going around right now. They're going to pop a Zeus ulti for vision, so they definitely know what's up.
Did he backtrack that ult?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He
I guess
actually drank his whole bottle and still is only at half HP.
That's a cool thing to have against Zeus, you know? Just bottle to regain your health. It looks like here comes spawn 7.
I actually think if you just lifesteal from creeps, it's good enough, you know? Oh man, if he accidentally... Oh, they drop a sentry!
They know. He's got blink as well. He's gonna spike. Here comes a stun. He's gonna get stunned. The question is Envy gonna come and revenge his kill? Even the CM will be thrown out.
He's way too far away right now.
They're actually initiating on the TIE Hunter. Can they actually chain stun him? Yeah, well, the Ravage still came out. Oh, it looks like Fata's blink got static, but Aki runs back into it. They're focusing on Hani. Hani's definitely dead for sure, despite the Bloodstone giving him a little extra health. Ake's the next target. Coil onto 2 before he actually dies. Ake dead. And now you go for the CM, I suppose. CM's gonna get the jump. No, they're actually going to go on PA. PA is going to jump to Aoi, actually fighting for this one. There's a Yule Scepter for himself. Should have focused on CM, I think. They still want to fight this. Loda could actually stick around and go for the kills. And the TP out from Aoi, he'll make it home. No crit, and creeps are now hanging out with Loda. Envy not going to fight this.
That actually came out very well for Alliance. They could have lost 2 more if they killed the CM, then suddenly Loda was an easy kill, but because they decided to go for Loda first, things became very delayed and both survived. Now Loda, they smoke, and I think they smoke into Roshan, and they want to finish what Eternal Envy started before.
This could be big. But everybody is responding very soon. Envy's gonna... Oh, he got static.
He knows. He definitely knows.
You can even send those illusion in if you want to.
Hello, says...
Well, the question is he actually going to be able to get anything here? They pop the ulti right away and actually deny here. Bloodstone was finished up by Hani. He's just going to go ahead and commit suicide. Loda, though, not going to be so fortunate. He's going to get the kill.
What did so much damage there? Like, everybody just lost a ton of health.
Fought all of these spells.
I see.
The Wombo combo. Ace, no Ravage here. Alliance not looking top right now. Losing 4 heroes. The Air Splitter's going to land, but to no avail.
I actually think this was the game. This move is the game-winning move.
It definitely hurts. I mean, you just gave away Roshan, 4,000 experience, 1,700 gold as well.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud9 technically won 2 fights in a row. They traded fairly evenly, but Envy was the one that survived everything.
Yeah.
If you look at his goal right now, after this row, she'll be at, what, 3,600, 3,400?
I mean, honestly, I think a lot of that is in the fact that when they killed Ace the first time, he actually ravaged, but he only hit Pilot Die.
Yeah.
Right. So when you panic Ravage like that and you realize that Roshan is a priority for the other team,
1-7.
Yeah, you're giving them the opportunity to just go right back in after they get like one good fight because they know that your ulti is down.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much exactly how it went down. So Cloud9 just going to choose to retreat and play a little bit safe, which is totally fine for them. Late game Void, obviously very strong. Fata's had a pretty good game as well.
You know, if you're Fata, do you just not go Dagon at this point?
Well, I think if you were going to go Dagon, you would have gotten it actually before Yule's, yeah. I mean, Yule's is insanely good on that hero, but I think if you were looking for just the solo kill potential, you probably would go Dagon and just not have picked Nyx, because it kind of serves the same purpose, right? You're going to have 1 or 2 heroes on your team who just kind of make it so the other team isn't incentivized to actually solo farm.
I would make the argument that Dagon, like Blink Dagger, gets better the more you have it.
You mean the more of them you have?
Yeah, more of them.
Okay.
But
yeah, I guess I kind of agree with that.
It's
and
like
I guess for the investment, like a bunch of level 1 Dagons is much better than upgrading a Dagon. Right? Because you're spending 1250 for a recipe to only get 100 damage, whereas a Dagon 1 is 400 damage for 2,700 gold.
Now.
Zuzo check, they see Fata, but hard hero to catch.
He's farming 4.5k gold. That's what he has.
I think this is where he normally gets the BKB, and then he's like confused now. It's like, oh, I have Aegis. I have a slot. You just upgrade a Mjolnir, Or is that too...
What is the most aggressive thing you can think of?
MKB?
Butterfly? Okay, yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it gets a PA, right?
The bug in the watermelon. Yeah. I mean, it's the obvious choice to want to just be able to kill the core on Alliance every single time. Like guaranteed. Bone 7 going in here, dealing a pretty good amount of damage and just deciding to back up. Realizing that there's no backup. Point blank Ravage and a Bone 7. Hopefully they can get this kill. Oh, Envy coming in. The mech is going to be there as well. They're not actually going to be able to take him out. Ace completely out of mana right now. Loda already dropping here. Swap onto Hani. Pilot die, unfortunately, not enough mana to Magic Missile. Ake in the meantime almost dropping here. Fata forced to face him.
Envy
bursted
jump.
hugely. Envy, he's slept inside of its own sphere. Fata able to throw an orb inside of it. And now they're actually just going to lose 4 altogether. They didn't even kill 1 hero for that. Not a thing.
That mech was clutch and kept everyone alive for a long enough time to actually come. And the cleaning crew wiped them out. It's just the Tide Hunter surviving, but without a Ravage, you just can't do anything against this.
I mean, the solo Ravages in the beginning were okay because Cloud9 weren't the ones who were forcing like these really big 5-man issues. But you can't afford to do 1-man Ravages anymore, right? Like you need to hit good Ravages, and ideally, you probably want to Ravage after Envy throws out a sphere. Like think of the way that teams are utilizing Naga Siren Song against that skill. You just go in, you Ravage like behind the sphere to prevent follow-up and hope that you hit Envy as well, I guess. But it's kind of hard to do on demand, like
I think
high pressure situations.
When the Knicks popped out in Viz to gank your PA like that, you're like, oh, he's doing his solo gank thing. His team's not here. And then they threw everything, suddenly mech come out, you're like, oh wait, the entire team is actually here. So...
Well, with Cloud9 having a gem, there's going to be a lot less of knowing exactly where everyone is because soon everything's more or less going to be dewarded. Like Awei's going to find the last ward here in like a second or two. He's actually walking right by it, so...
Loda going for...
He didn't kill it. Alright, they're pinging it now.
Yeah, there we go.
Loda
He wants a 50 gold though.
Ogre into Vlad's. And the Vlad's respecting the damage that Envy puts out, although I think a lot of that damage is actually magical damage from Envy.
That Vlad's actually does nothing in team fights.
Yeah.
Like normally you would say Vlad's is really good because it gives your whole team like 5 armor and a little bit of damage, but if Envy hits a good sphere, the fight's over. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yep. I mean, he actually hit a sphere, but he was clapped, but it wasn't really him doing the damage. It was like the rest of the team, like Fata did a ton there.
Yeah. The thing is, like 5 armor is not going to help you against MKB anyway.
Yeah.
Like if you get the mini bash, it just destroys you basically.
The whole thing is magical, right? MKB's magical. The
bash is magical on MKB.
Yeah, so
the Creed bounce
actually would survive longer if he got hood, but you know, that's
well. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not the.
I don't know
what I
about
was
that,
advocating here, but
I think the real problem is that PA is a hero who has pretty subpar strength gain. So normally against other carries, you're able to supplement your effective HP by just having mass evasion.
Yep.
But because Envy's playing Void, which is a hero,
all
right, he's super dead, like mega dead. They might be able to get Fata in return though. He orbs away, Bone 7. He's got the carapace on. Yule's here onto my nuts, and they're not going to be able to get much. In the meantime, Hani ends up dying here to Envy, who dropped his fear on him.
Blink Ravage!
Oh.
He actually...
Fata, very angry. I faced it, I faced it.
Where's the Fata
PJ
face?
PJ Salt.
Fata face, no space. I going for the dodge. Here, he actually does dodge it, but he's still like mega dead.
Yeah.
I think when Pilot dies, it's like, yeah, you know, that's expected.
He's actually alive forever.
Yeah. And he's like, you know what else is dead? Your base.
Pilot like, yes, my Mario Party days are returning to me now. I have created space for my team.
That is all he needs to do. Not even a tier 1 tower for
He's
Alliance.
just killing the racks. Like, can somebody please stop Envy right now?
No, why?
I mean, apparently not. They threw out a spirit to try to stomp and didn't end up working out. Bone 7, though, just assassinates Ake inside of the base. Dagger going to be thrown out here. Loda wants to go in for a kill, but he also gets stunned by the carapace. Blink actually being put on cooldown way too many times. Nice mini Ravage there coming out from Bone 7, but their buildings are just dying inside of the base. They can't do anything.
4 heroes from, look at the blinks, of C9 has over 10,000 gold, 29 minutes into the game.
All right, Envy taking some damage here. He's got Sphere in 5 seconds. Can he live long enough? He's got
jump, jump, jump!
He actually just backtracked every single skill in the game.
Oh,
my God! How did she do it?
Oh, what a chrono! Gets his ally! The big plays!
That Chronosphere was super subpar, but it didn't matter.
God.
It's like he put his hands up in the air to pray to RNGesus, like as that ulti was coming out, and it all worked out. By the way, you called it, by the way, Dagon on Fate here. He's going to go for Ake. Has coil. Going to fully commit? All right.
Well, he kind of, yeah.
I think he could have went for that quite easily. I mean, we can see it, but
Well, but then
obviously...
he wouldn't have been able to maybe get out. It was playing safe. Comeback mechanics and all that, you know?
Oh,
hello, Career.
Oh.
I think
Radiant's courier
Yep.
has
4 staff,
and
Eagles,
Eagles recipe.
double TP. It's that life.
And he gets the tower? What?
And he actually went in on CM.
How did he not?
that's not my-
Okay.
He's on edgy treads right now. Where's the efficiency?
He
the bolt
got face,
misses.
got Yules. He's cool, man.
Oh my god, he's fine. He's actually completely fine.
Farah with the dodges.
What is this game, actually? He goes back in. He's going to get the kill. He's got
Please. Oh! Got Yules.
He's got a Yule's him, I think. He's got a Yule's him.
Yules.
Oh.
I don't believe it's up.
Phase again. Phase again.
Oh my god, the mech. He's got
Go
blink.
blink, yeah, you're fine.
Jeez.
Okay, highlight that.
Why? Why would you do that?
Highlight that. Why you blink?
He's smiling. It's fine. He knows.
I mean, this is
Ice
why
Path
I
here
actually.
coming out from Aoi. Bone 7 coming in.
Oh,
No
that wasn't
mana for
him.
Pale though.
wasn't-
He's got a gem on him. He's going to continue to chase here in about 2 seconds. Has enough mana with the wand charges. He's going to eat a dagger here. Another Yules comes out. Bone 7 way flying up the stun after the ice path. Doesn't even need it.
This is why I actually enjoy watching Cloud9. Like, just
This is
Clowny plays.
Cloud9.
This is Cloud9, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you almost missed it. Good
fudge,
job,
fudge,
MV.
fudge.
Wow. All right. You
I don't know, man.
He just threw a solo chrono for Hani. I'm not sure if it's just
How many charges in the Blast of Honey now?
2.
2.
My lord. It's definitely not a great game.
No.
I think the biggest problem, though,
Kai
honestly,
keeps
is
laughing.
it's like going back to the beginning of the game. It's just about the supports not being able to do pretty much anything. Like, you had support CM ET.
Yeah.
I understand the synergy between the ET and the Zeus, but I think you needed another hero who could actually do stuff in lane, because
Like,
Aoi and Pilot Eye just did so much work, whereas I don't really think that
I think they
Minox
really
or
weren't
Ake were able
expecting
to
an
do much.
offensive try.
Well, I think that's a weakness of ET, right? He's a melee core that doesn't do anything, and especially when you jungle
I mean,
a
it's support,
CM.
you mean.
All right,
Yeah,
Bone
melee
7
support.
just slams Crystal Maiden, no big deal. All right, Dagger coming out here from Loda. Can he get a crit? He's going to get Yules here. Pipe is popped. Ravage comes out. Not really doing much damage, though. Mech's going to be given to him by Pilot Eye as well. Gets swapped out. One more Dagger coming in to chase. Not really that much damage. Did not crit. Ice Path lands on ASUS. No more Ravage, though. They've already used it. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Is it going to land? Looks like Pilot Eye is able to dodge. Ace taking some damage from Envy here. Sphere up in about 10 seconds. Blink away from Loaded to Ace. Ace goes to the high ground. They're just abandoning Ake right now. He needs one more second to blink up to the high ground. No, he gets stunned. Aoi's going for more. He goes up to the high ground as well with another Yules. Doesn't even need the Ice Path. It's going to be Envy picking up the double kill there. Beyond godlike, and GG, well played. Comes out from Alliance.
I just heard Aoi say, what a fun game.
It was.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it was fun for them.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
To be honest, there was a lot of very small fights going on, and it didn't really seem like either team was too shy to just blow ultis on one hero.
Yep.
There's a lot of solo ravages, and I think a lot of that was just due to the pressure that was on Alliance during the mid game because of how subpar their laning phase actually was. I mean, the only one I think who actually did reasonably well in the lane at least was Hani.
Honey, yep.
Like, he got some farm, and it wasn't too bad for him, but Loda basically played the nomadic PA that game. Like, he was just walking from lane to lane, like, please can I find somewhere to farm?